The Guara. This is Pedro's board. And if you know Pedro, you've seen him, you know he is insane. And he wanted a board to match that, and yeah, this is it, and he's pumped on it. So starting with the rocker line, we got an abrupt, continuous rocker line. One, we wanted speed on the water, we wanted it to be fluid, we wanted it to be nice, but he also wanted a ton of ollie power. So if you watch the way he rides, he's olling to the max to get on the features at the tallest, highest points, doing the hardest tricks. And so he just needed something that has a ton of ollie power. So that's where this rocker line, you know, steps in. So starting out with a tip and tail, we have the board scooped out right in the center, right for those rails, those pipes. Really wanted to be able to sauce out those nose presses, get really deep into them, lean into them, and that just makes it easier to just stick to those rails, not move side to side on them, and just be locked in. So the second feature about this board that he was really adamant about was having the center channels pulled out to the rail of the board a little bit more. With having the more of the base of the board flat, it allows you to have more freedom out there. But then when you do need to get on rail and, you know, dig deep and go huge off those kickers like he does, having the rail go a little bit further and a little bit closer to the rail gives you that grab that you want when you're getting into the water. Also, the profile of this board, it's a little narrower. So even though it looks a little wide, it actually is pretty narrow, and it carries that length all the way to the tip and tail of the board. The reason that he didn't want to narrow it too much here was because he wants that ollie power. So the beveled edge on this board is a little bit unique to this board specifically. It looks like it's about to go 360 degrees, and then it stops right in this center concave, just allowing you to really get connected to those pipe rails and not having anything to tour you. But it does keep it to where it makes it just really nice on the water. You're not getting tripped up by chatter or anything like that. So another cool thing about this board is it's unique in the fact that it's a BIO-RESIN. So the actual resin that's in this board is just good for the earth, good for the environment, and we're pretty excited about that. So just like all the Hyperlite boards in the line, this board also comes with a center base and a urethane sidewall around the whole 360 degrees of the board. Allows you to beat it up, scratch it up, ding it up, do whatever you need. This thing's gonna hold, last, and it's just gonna always be here wanting more. Moving into the top features, well, this is where the board changes up a little bit with the other cable boards as well. Raised footbed allows you to have a little bit more underneath your feet, so when you do come off those kickers, your landing is gonna be a little softer, a little bit more consistent. Pedro boosts, and we wanted to make sure that his board is specifically just landing with him really well. It tapers off quite a bit right here when you go into the tip and tail, so it does have those flex points, and then it also has this grab rail that kind of runs the center of the board to about mid boot, and that also just helps out with the rigidity of the center of the board. The Guara comes in 3 different sizes. It comes in a 47, a 50, and a 53. Same thing, size up mentality. We wanted to, you know, make this board so you guys could size up. Like I said, it's a little bit narrower board, so you're not gonna be carrying around too much weight if you do size up. So great board all around. If you guys know Pedro, I hope you do, because he's like on the top, he's the sickest. And if you don't, you should look him up, because this board's sick. Pedro's sick, and let's just keep the whole thing moving, man. Pedro, this board's dope. The Guara.